So let's say that you're the leader of an army and you're in the middle of a war. And you know that your side, your troops, are vulnerable in some spaces, in some spots. And so it would be smart, it would make sense for you to get all your other leaders together and say, okay, here's where we're vulnerable, and here's where we need to work on, and here's what we need to look at. Because that's going to help you strengthen your army. What wouldn't make sense is to go to the other side, go to the enemy camp and say, hey, here's where we're vulnerable. Here's where we need to work. Here's where you could really, hit us hard. Because obviously that enemy camp would use that vulnerability against you. For some of us, we had this vulnerability and we shared it with someone who used it against us. And because we did that, we now see vulnerability as a weakness. We now see vulnerability as something that hurts us. But when we share it with the right people, it strengthens us. It connects us. It brings us closer. And so the next time you think about sharing your vulnerability, a really good question is, who do I share it with? Who in my life is safe to hear this? Because vulnerability is not a weakness. Vulnerability is a strength. But we have to know who to share it with.